Morning guys, how are you all doing today? And it's a bit of a weird one because I kind of did that in this morning's vlog. So I decided to do, well I didn't decide to do it, basically I woke up this morning, started doing my normal kind of vlog, and then I sat down and basically rambled for about 10 minutes because we've hit the 6-month anniversary of vlogging every single day, 175 plus videos. So I kind of made that its own separate video, and that's a bonus sort of morning vlog, if you like, for today. So it's a bit of a weird one. Make sure you go check that video out because I know sometimes the subscription things only show you the latest one and they skip the last one and all that kind of stuff. So I'll leave a link down in the video description to this morning's vlog. But like I say, it was really me talking about the community, what it's been like to vlog for 6 months, how it's affected me, all of that kind of stuff. So it's a fairly interesting listen, possibly. I'm not sure really. Anyway, check it out if you feel like you want to. So I kind of explained in that video what I'm doing today, so I don't want to repeat it too much because otherwise the people who watch that one will be watching duplicate information. But essentially, Jade's gone to pick the dog up from the people who looked after the dog, and I've been kind of doing some stuff in my office here, a bit of work. I've been testing out these as well, which are my new ATH M50X headphones. Very, very nice. I'm not as hyped about them as a lot of people. I know they're good quality for the price, but there are definitely better headphones out there in terms of audio quality. That is without a doubt. I would say the Bose ones are significantly better audio quality, especially the battery powered ones with the preamp and also the noise cancellation, all that kind of stuff. So I don't quite jump on the hype, but these are excellent studio monitor headphones, which is exactly what I'm going to be using them for. These will never leave the house, hence I got them in the girly white colour. Personally, I wouldn't walk around with that particular set of headphones on. I do feel that it's maybe just a bit over the top, the white ones. But they're great for in here when I'm monitoring my audio, listening to some music sometimes, that kind of thing. They're great to just have lying around, and obviously I got white because everything's white. So yeah, pretty happy with those. I've also been playing around a hell of a lot with this. Now the cover, the plastic stuff is still on it at the moment because I haven't done the unboxing, and this is sometimes one of the really awful things about being an unboxer, if you like, is that you have to wait before you can do the video, before you can truly play with it. But I've actually been playing with it quite a lot anyway, even with the plastic on, and I've been installing all my apps and kind of getting it set up, and hopefully shortly, if I get a minute, I'm going to record my unboxing video. So this is looking like a really decent phone. I had no idea it had the dual speakers on the front, like the HTC One. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but there's a little gap there, and then there's a little gap here as well. And they actually sound very, very good. They don't seem to have the clarity of the HTC One, but they seem to have a richer, louder sound, which is really, really impressive from Sony, considering that this is waterproof as well. And the camera on the back, I've been testing it. I haven't tested it, but I've not recorded anything, but I've been sort of moving it around and stuff. And the 4K has image stabilization, software image stabilization, which is fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to testing that out. I've peeled back the cover to check the contrast on the screen, and although it's still not the best, it's definitely an improvement over the previous ones, because they had really terrible contrast, especially from different viewing angles. And I know a lot of people say, oh, viewing angles don't matter, but like when Jade and I are on an aeroplane, for example, or me and George, or whoever it might be, on some kind of journey, for example, quite often you want to watch the same thing and you hold it in front of you and you sort of put it in the middle, and in that situation viewing angles do have a lot to do with it. Quite often you want to show people pictures and you want to have people looking at different angles, and then it does have a lot to do with it. So I do actually care a significant amount about viewing angles, more than maybe most people do. The more I've had to play with the previous Xperias, the more it kind of, the waterproof ones anyway, the more it kind of made me realise just how much I do require a good viewing angle. So really looking forward to giving that test, and I think what I'll do as well is I'll compare the video and audio quality to the Galaxy S5 in 4K, 1080p, etc. This also does 120 frames per second at 720p and 60 frames per second at 1080p, so it does slow-mo, 4K. This thing's got a 3200 mAh battery. It is a beast of a phone. It really is. This is looking an extremely nice phone. Much better build quality than the Galaxy S5, which is just I think it personally is ugly and horrible and cheap looking and feeling. Not as good as the HTC One or the iPhone, obviously, but still very, very nice build quality. I'm not quite sure how smashable these kind of glasses are on each side, but who knows. Anyway, I'll obviously give you more information about that when I do my kind of unboxing and also my full review over on the main channel. But it's looking good so far. I've also watched Game of Thrones, which was pretty epic today because obviously Joffrey's just died. I hope I'm not doing a spoiler there because it was about a week and a half ago, so I hope that that's not too much of a spoiler. And also I have been watching, I watched the latest episode of Arrow as well, which was good. It's all kind of coming to a climax now towards the end of the season. And I'm just watching Continuum. And then I'm going to watch, I think, what have I got next to watch? Believe, Resurrection, a couple of other things. I think because it's Easter, some of the shows don't air. So Revenge didn't air last night and a couple of others. So that's a bit of a shame. But either way, I'm really looking forward to Bates Motel this week as well. Such an epic show. And that is what I was going to say to you guys as well. There's a new show that was in my brain and has just completely got... Oh, Fargo. Now, if you haven't seen the movie Fargo, you must go and check out the movie because it's an epic. I believe it's in the top 250 on IMDb. It's a fantastic film. Really brilliant film. Any audience will like it, except maybe the kind of younger people, I guess. But it's an absolutely epic movie. And I believe that the... Oh my God, a little earwig has just crawled along into my room. If you don't know what an earwig is, Google it. That is quite off-putting. It's large as well. Yeah, so... What was I talking about? Fargo. They've brought out a TV show. I guess it's modelled around it. It seems fairly kind of similar. And it's got Billy Bob Thornton in it. And it is... I watched the first episode of it the other day. And it looks sublime. I'm really looking forward to watching the series as that progresses as well. But anyway, I am now going to sort out this little earwig because it's just crawling up my foot and they're not particularly pleasant. And I will be back with you guys a bit later. I've also changed something else. Now, I did have these two posters here that I've got here on the desk. I had them over there, and I also had some more over there as well. And I've taken them down and I've put my Alien versus Predator ones up. Let me just see if I can get more of a wide angle here. So I've put them over there. I'm not quite sure if I like it. I've put my little iMac mirror just slightly further down. I can't decide if I like it or not. I mean, they're great pictures. I love the pictures. Absolutely love them. Sorry about the reflections. They look fantastic. And I think it looks a bit more classy than before. And what I've done with the other ones is I have all my Justin Mauler pictures here, which I really love. I think they look absolutely fantastic just there. And then also I've put the ones that were over there, I've put them in here. And I think these look kind of cool as well. So I've always got them and they're in there. And I'm quite happy with that particular aspect of it. My only issue is that I've got these two here, which I love these posters, especially the Breaking Bad one. Not too fussed about the other one, but I love the Breaking Bad one. And then I've obviously got these two canvases here, and I can't decide where to put them. Like, I haven't really got any more wall space to put them. I tried putting the Breaking Bad one up here on this kind of wall here, and it looked awful. I don't really want to ruin the cleanness of my desk by putting something around that. And then this wall here is, although I could put stuff along the top there, I feel like it might be a bit cluttered, and I kind of like the cleanness of what I've got going on. So I don't really know what I'm going to be able to do with these particular posters, and I think they look absolutely epic. I might have to put them upstairs in the gym or something like that. I'm not too sure. And I also really don't want to kind of just leave those doing nothing either, because they're my two sort of biggest idols, if you like, Bruce Lee and Bob Marley. So not overly sure exactly how to kind of deal with this scenario. But if you've got any ideas, let me know. So I've made a little change and I've put those three up on the wall there. What do you guys think? I know the lighting is not ideal. The iPhone doesn't really deal with all of these different lighting situations very well. How's that? There you go. You can kind of see it a bit better there. But yeah, I don't know. I can't make up my mind as to whether I like it or not really. Sorry about the light changing there. Yeah, I just can't decide. Let me know what you think. Anyway guys, that is it from me today. I have been uploading videos on the main channel today. I've done my unboxing of the Xperia Z2 so I could finally take the wrapping off. And I also did a comparison video of the video quality between this and the Galaxy S5, in which I included the audio quality and also the front facing camera. And I've got to say a little bit of a spoiler. Now actually I'm not going to spoil it for you. You guys go check out that video. It'll be up on the main channel probably by the time this goes up, if not shortly after. Hope you've all had a great day. Thank you for all of your comments and stuff like that on this morning's kind of bonus video. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your comments as well on the holiday videos. It seems that you all really enjoyed it as much as I did by the looks of it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Although tomorrow's going to be a difficult one because I've got a funeral to go to. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to work that out. But either way, have yourselves a great day. Peace.